All right, good morning, Summit Academy 8th graders, or anybody who's watching. It is 10 o'clock on Wednesday, April 15th, so we're going to get started with a Spanish class. As usual, I will give people a few minutes to log on and get in here with us if they're going to watch it live with us. So while we wait, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope that everyone's enjoying the week so far and staying healthy, staying happy. Today's weather is much better than it was Monday when I live streamed. Much colder, but it's also at least sunny out. I think that makes a big difference. So we'll give it another 45 seconds or a minute before we pick up where we left off on Monday. We'll talk about what lays ahead in the future for us, since pretty much all of our Blizzard bag stuff will be turned in later this week, I think on Friday or so, to see if anybody joins us live. In about 30 seconds, we'll start. So we've already made it to Wednesday, so the week's kind of going fast, I think, anyway. I hope all of your schoolwork is going well for you guys and it's not too stressful at home. So with that being said, today I wanted to start this class kind of like how we used to start all of our classes in person. I know it seems like a long time ago, but my 8th graders remember that we would start the class talking about the date. Date is la fecha, right? So what I would do, I would either write this on the whiteboard or I would put it on the smart. But this is what I would put on the board, right? La fecha, and then I would have some blanks that we would fill in together. Hoy es el blank de blank, and a nice long blank for the year, right? So I'm saying hoy es, today is, hoy es el, the date of the month, and then the year. And then talk about the days that we're currently in. So we'll make a review of this. So I already told you the date today if you're here at the beginning of the live stream. Hoy es el, today is the 15th. So in Espanol, a nice review of 15. If you don't know your numbers, this is a good review. Hoy es el 15, or 15 is quince. So you're going to write quince. Actually, you're not writing anything. We're just going to make a review of this. Hoy es el quince. I'm writing a pencil. I don't know if you can see it well enough. Maybe I should use pen. Hoy es el quince de, and then our month. Our month is April. If you remember what April is, you can just go ahead and say it. All right, this in pen, nice and big. Abril. Abril is April, okay? Native Spanish speakers don't say 2020. They would never say 2020, right? So they would say 2020. So to say two is dos, right? And if you remember how to say 2020 in Spanish, great. Let's just go ahead and say it. Dos, and then the word for 1,000 is mil, and then 20 we said was 20, right? So what you'll have is 3 words, 2020, right? 2020 is 2020. So we have hoy es el 15 de abril 2020, right? So that's our date, 15th of April, 2020. Next part we would always do is el dia, right? El dia is the day. So que dia es? What day is today? Que dia es? It's Wednesday. So the day of the week is Wednesday. So in Espanol, it'd be miércoles. Miércoles. Con acento en E. I'm going to highlight this just to make it easier to see. Hopefully it doesn't make it harder for you guys to see. But I'll highlight what I wrote. I don't know if that's any better. But el día es miércoles. Miércoles. That's Wednesday. All right. Can't tell if that makes it easier. It looks like it makes it harder for you to see. So I won't highlight it. So mañana, tomorrow or yesterday? What do you think it means? What do you remember? Mañana será, will be. Mañana será que día? What day will tomorrow be? Mañana será Thursday, right? If you remember what Thursday is in Spanish, shout it out. I know it's easier in person because Ms. Holden did a great job of putting the calendar up in the classroom with all of the English and Spanish. So it was easy to kind of peek if you forgot. Unless you have a Spanish calendar at home, it's kind of harder at home. So the word for Thursday is jueves. Jueves. With a J in the front, right? So we got mañana será jueves, right? Jueves. So hoy, el día hoy es miércoles. Ayer would be yesterday, right? Ayer fue, yesterday was. Ayer fue qué día? ¿Qué día fue ayer? Ayer fue Tuesday. In español, Tuesday es martes. Okay, so ayer fue martes. Ayer fue martes. That means yesterday was Tuesday. Okay, so that's just a nice review of how we would start every class, back when we were meeting every day. And it's something that you could probably always think about. Try not to forget the days of the week and the numbers and the months. That's all very important stuff that you kind of retain. So try to think about that from time to time. So this week and for the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about the verb to go and places around town, right? So as a review, once again, I've done 2 of these. Hopefully you've done all 4 by now. If not, we're going to do one again right now. So you can just follow along. Ir means to go. Ir, all right? I wrote it right here. Ir means to go. All right, ir means to go. To say who's going, we got to put in the pronouns into our, handy dandy conjugation table that everybody loves to hate. Top left box is going to be yo, which is I, right? Oh, we can't see. I'm sorry. Yo, which is I. Below that is tu, which is you, right? That's a you that you're familiar with, someone that you're on first name basis with, like a friend or a buddy. Below that, we've got 3 words that go into the bottom left box. El, ella, and usted. Okay. El, ella, and usted. El is he. Ella is she. Usted is you, in a polite way, a formal way that you want to show respect to someone who you're talking to. Okay. On the other side, we got the plural versions of each. All right. So we got the plural version of, if I'm in a group of people, I wouldn't say just I would include everybody, right? I, us, we, right? Nosotros. Or you could say nosotras. If you are a girl and you're in a group of girls, you can say nosotras. All right. That's we, right? Danny, welcome. So nosotros, nosotras is we. And then the bottom right box, we have the plural of he and she, which is they, right? Ellos, ellas, and the plural of you is all of you. Ustedes. All right. So ellos is he or they rather. They like a group of people that we're talking about. This could be an all guys group. It could be a guy and girl group together, mixed group. But if we're going to say they, the girls, we are going to use ellas. That's what this word's for. Ellas. Okay? And that's only if it's a group of all. And then finally, ustedes is the plural form of usted. Usted is just you. Ustedes is all of you, y'all, right? So those are our pronouns, the people who can actually do the verbs. The verb in this case is to go. So if I want to say I go, we would say yo, and then say I go and be yo, voy, right? Once again, if you haven't done all 4 of these conjugation tables, you could do it with me right now, follow along. Or if you've already done it, then you can just kind of check what you have and make sure it matches what I have. To say you go would be tu vas. Tu vas, you go. So yo voy, I go. Tu vas, you go. He goes would be el. What's the next? What's the verb that goes in this box that corresponds to all 3 of those pronouns? El, ella, and usted all use one form of the verb, and that is va. So el va, he goes. Ella va, she goes. Usted va, you go in a polite way. So you'll notice that the verb changes here, okay? If I'm talking to someone I'm familiar with, that I'm friends with, that I don't mind, being on a first name basis with, tu vas. But if I'm talking to a stranger, someone who I don't know, someone who's older than me, someone I want to show respect to, I would say usted va. So that actually changes the conjugation here depending on who I'm talking to, right? Moving on over to the other side, nosotros. All right, I want to say we go. All right, nosotros or nosotras if you're a girl and you're in a girls group. Nosotros vamos, right? Nosotros vamos, we go. Or nosotras vamos, we go. All right. And then finally, the bottom right box, all 3 of these pronouns have the same verb form. Remember, my clue here is if you're in a group, if we're talking about a group of people, and they want to go somewhere all together, they need a big, big vehicle, right? They wouldn't all fit in a car. We're going to say a big group of people want to go somewhere. They go in a van, right? That's my clue, but it's obviously pronounced van. So ellos van, they go. Ellas van, they go as well, obviously, if it's an all-girls group. And ustedes van, you all go. Okay? Ustedes van. So pull that back. This is the verb we're talking about the last 2 weeks. Like I said, your first Blizzard bag had a table. I think you had 4 of these tables, right? Our live stream on our webcast, I've done them 3 times, just showing you guys. So if you haven't completed the 4th one, please do so, and then have that ready for drop off on Friday. Okay. So when I left you guys on Monday, we had left off working on this one, right? We left off on number 4. I said if you guys can handle 5 and 6, go for it. They were a bit challenging, so we're going to double check them, and I'm going to see if you have what I have. If not, it's not a big deal. All right, fix it. So we have: do you go to school at 8 o'clock? I'm trying to read it through the paper backwards. Do you go to school at 8 o'clock? So as Danny pointed out last time, she asked, how do you say do you go, and not just you go? The fact is, in Spanish, they don't really say the word do. They don't translate that verb. It's kind of an extra word that we add in English that kind of complicates things unnecessarily. So you can pretend like do doesn't exist. I just want to say you go to school, and as you just said, you go would be used to. Tu vas. So guess what you write. Tu vas, right? So far we got our school. Once again, if you don't have this memorized yet, pull out your handy dandy, hopefully flashcards, right? And the word for school is la escuela. All right, so we can write that next. La escuela. And then if I was teaching you in person, I would say, do we have to contract a and la? Does a and la equal al? No. A and l equals al. A and la can work together fine. So we got tu vas a la escuela. And then to say at 8, we would say a las 8. Okay, a las 8 is how I say at 8 o'clock. Now, this is a question, isn't it? So we need to put a question mark here, and we have to put the upside down question mark at the beginning because we're talking in Spanish here. All right, so we're going to put the upside down question mark above, in front of tu, normal question mark after ocho, and that's our full sentence. So if you haven't done this yet, go and you can copy what I've written. Tu vas a la escuela a las 8. And that's me asking you, do you go to school at 8 o'clock? So you'll notice there's no word that we use for this word do, right? That's one of those stupid additional English words that we add that we don't realize. We really don't, they don't need it in Spanish. So, tu vas a la escuela a las 8. Do you go to school at 8? And for us, the answer would be no. No voy a la escuela. Nunca, never. So, number 6, I hope that's good. Number 5, I hope is good. If you need to see that again, let me know. But there it is. And if you're watching this later, feel free to pause, copy it down. I hope it makes sense. At this point, I don't really care if you, copy. The word for never is nunca. N-U-N-C-A. Nunca. Nunca is never. Another way to say never is jamás, which is J-A-M-A-S. Jamás. So nunca means never. Jamás means never. I think nunca is used more. You know how we say never ever? We say never ever or never never. In Spanish, they say nunca jamás. Nunca jamás. It's like never never. So nunca means never. Number 6, my parents go to the movie theater on Saturday. Okay, so flashback to the family trees we made back in the fall. How do we say my parents? Do you remember? The word for parents was padres. Padres, okay? Mis padres. It's also a baseball team, the Padres. Mis padres, my parents. Mis padres. I want to say they go. Now, mis padres, mis padres don't show up in one of our pronouns, do they? This one we have to think about. Mis padres, is that yo? Is that I? No. Mis padres, is that you? No. Which one of these are we talking about for mis padres? All right. Mis padres van for two is a. Mis padres van a. And then our word for the movies. If you look up how to say movies, if you don't know, use your flashcards. This is the word for movies, right? El cine. And hopefully I have a and L. So we're going to make one word, and that's the whole point of this whole, right? Al. So you're just going to add an L, A. Al. And that's the contraction we've been talking about. Mis padres van al. And then, of course, we said the word for movie theaters was cine. Cine, right? And then mis padres van al cine on Saturday would be el sábado, right? Sábado is Saturday. El sábado. So there's your full sentence. Mis padres van al cine el sábado. Danny's asking, what's the word for this video? Oh, I forgot about that. Word. Let's make this word. I'm trying to make something that's not too hard for you to spell. Make this word pizza later on, or right now to email the word pizza to me. Let me put my email up there for you, and I'll know you watched. Okay, so here's my email: joshua.minnick@summitacademy.org. If you watch this later, pause the video. If you want to jot that down, email me the word pizza. I'll know you watched. All right. So thanks for reminding me, Danny. Hopefully you got this one. Mis padres. This part could have been challenging because we haven't done family in a long time. And so I was wondering if you guys were able to remember that at home since Monday. But if not, mis padres van al cine el sábado. That's my parents go to the movies on Saturday. Okay. So next thing we're going to work on, we only have 10 minutes before I've got to get off of here. I want you to find pages that look like this. All right. It's one of the few we haven't done yet. All right. So this is from your Blizzard bag, from the first Blizzard bag a few weeks ago. Find this one. Please put your name on top. The fecha, which is the date. We talked about that at the beginning of this live stream. You can put the date if you want to. It doesn't really matter. But this top left box, it says to go. What word means to go in Spanish? Hopefully you know by now. To go is ir, right? So in that top left blanket, ir. So if you need time to find this paper, I'll give you a few seconds to find this paper. I'm not sure if it's double-sided for you or if there's two, 1, 2, 3 on the front and then 1, 2, 3 on this next page. So if you have 2 pages, find them both. I'm not sure if they're copied for you and front and back 1 page if that was the case, but so find them and then write ir means to go. Joey, welcome. Glad you can make it today. Hope you're doing well. Also, the top of this page is your conjugation table. Dun, dun, dun. So we've already done it once today. At least we made a review of it today. So take some time. Fill this in for yourself right now, okay? I need about a minute to do that, and I'll do it too. You can just copy off your other ones if you need to, but go ahead and fill this in, and in a second we'll compare what we have. All right, so once you're done, it should look like this. Okay, once again, just reviewing the verb ir, to go. I put this here at the top of the page. That way it's a reference for you when you're doing the rest of this, because it's easier for me when I have what I need all on one paper. So when you're filling in these answers, it's going to be easy just to be able to peek up here and check the conjugation. So copy that, make sure you have that conjugated at the top of your paper. And then we'll get going on this. So the first one is an example, all right? The instructions say to use the information and the image to say where people are going, okay? So for ejemplo, this means example, ejemplo, right? Here's the example. Marisol is someone's name, it's a girl's name. It says Marisol /ir, which means to go, then slash, and then the picture of the library. Okay, these pictures are the exact same pictures you made flashcards out of. So hopefully you have those flashcards still. If you do, these pictures are identical to the ones that are on your flashcards. Okay, so we want to say, in this example, for instance, we want to say Marisol goes to the library. The answer is given to you here. Can't see. Marisol va a la biblioteca. So that's how the full sentence is. So we got the name, we got who's doing it, we got the verb to go, and we've got the place. So in this example, it was done for you. Marisol va a la biblioteca. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next 6. Okay, if we have time today. This first one is number 1. It says yo. That's who's going to be doing the verb. Yo. The verb is ir, of course, to go. And then the picture shows what? The picture shows a church. So hopefully you have these flashcards. You could find that picture of the church and you could flip it over and you could say, oh, the church is iglesia. All right, iglesia, la iglesia is the church. So I want to say, I go, can you see that? I'm sorry, right there. I go to the church. So all you're going to do is you're going to write the word yo, which is right there for you, yo. And then what's this, how do you say I go? Hint, hint, it's at the top of the page, yo voy. And then always put a after ir. A means to go to. So yo voy a. And then using your flashcards, you could find this image of the church, turn it over, say, oh, la iglesia. Now, does a and la work together? Can they go fine? Or do we have to smush them? So ask yourself, a and la sentence is yo voy a la iglesia. Okay, remember a and la, good to go. No need to smash them. So we got yo voy a la iglesia. And that's your whole sentence. All right. So using that formula, you're going to try the next one on your own. Okay, we've got 5 minutes, so I got to get off here. So this number 2, the subject is tú, which means you. So at the top of your page has all the answers for you. Okay, so I'm going to say you go. Tú, what's next? Tú, tú vas. Flip the card over, and you should know how to say bank. And the word for a bank is banco, el banco. So we have tú. I guess I should write this with you guys, huh? Tú vas a, and then el banco. We was there. El. So we're gonna make it one word. Al. Okay. Tú vas al banco. Tú vas al banco. Okay. Tú vas al banco. You go to the bank. Okay. Tú vas al banco. We'll do one more on this page, and then we'll leave the next 3 for next time. So the bottom one here, what was it say? Give me backwards. Samuel go to, what's that building? School. They go to the school. Okay. So if I have to ask you, Samuel y Maria, that's not yo. That's not me. Right? Samuel y Maria, that's not you. We would fall under the word they. Right? They. So I'm going to say Samuel y Maria. I'm going to rewrite their names here. Samuel and Maria. I'm going to say they go. Van. Van. So far, we've got Samuel y Maria. Remember, they count as a they. So that's why we're going to use the word van. Remember, they go in a van. Always put the word a, meaning two. And then as Danny pointed out, yep, Joey, they. Yep, good thinking. Danny also pointed out that it's la escuela. So ask yourself, does a and la work together? They do. So la escuela. Okay. So the whole sentence, Samuel y Maria, they, right? It's not just he and it's not just she. It's they, you know, the two of them, right? And then since a and la, it's not a and el, so it works. We don't have to contract those. So here's your whole sentence. Samuel y Maria van a la escuela. All right. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if the second part of this worksheet is on the back of this page or if it was just, you know, on an additional page. But hopefully you have the second part of this as well. It says 4, 5, and 6. All right. if you have this and you want to try it by next Monday, go for it. We need to talk about what's coming up though, okay? I only have 1 minute before I gotta hopefully get off here. So on Friday is the drop off. Please bring your Blizzard bags back to the school, and Ms. Ewing will be there to have this whole idea behind, where is it? We're gonna finish ear and ear to go places. And then for the next part, there's actually gonna be 2 things we're gonna be working on that speak Spanish. So one of your assignments will be to do something like this, okay? And you're gonna be in charge of making a about that country, okay? Now, I'm gonna give you, I think, 3 different templates that you can pick from, all right? You don't have to do 3 of them, obviously, but you're gonna get either a blank one like this. You can pick which one you want to do. A blank one like this, blank one like this. You pick which one you want to do. And using the internet, you're gonna get a country assigned to you, a country that speaks Spanish, obviously, and you're gonna be put the country's name here, fill in all the information that you can find online. Okay, the capital of the country. See if you can draw a map. I know I'm not good at art, and I'm not going to judge your art, but try to draw what it looks like on the map. Get the population, get the size, the area of the country, with the products that they produce, that's kind of thing. So we'll talk more about this next week when you actually have this in hand. All right, these are a couple examples that I've had students do in the past. A couple students who had Colombia, So yeah, you can color it however you want. There's going to be points awarded for, obviously the more effort you put into it. So that's an example of someone who did Colombia. Here's another Colombia. And you're going to get examples like this in your Blizzard bag as well, so you can look and see how they did it. I didn't assign anybody Colombia, so you can't just copy what was done already. So that's going to be what you're going to be working on in the next few weeks. That'll be more independently on your own. We're not really going to be doing that. Obviously, I can't really do that with you on live stream. So we're going to be doing more grammar, more worksheets, more verbs and stuff together when we face-to-face or face-to-computer live stream. But while we're also doing that, you're going to be expected to work on that infographic about a country. So that's what you can expect on Friday when you pick up my Blizzard bag along with all your others. So until then, if you have the last 3 here, follow the same pattern that we did for the first 3. See if you can get those done by next Monday, and then we'll revisit those on Monday. So turn in what you can on Friday, and anything you haven't finished yet, any blank pages that we haven't done yet, you can just keep them. Okay, only turn in the stuff that you have that's completed. That way I can count those and see what you've been doing. Okay. With that being said, until next time, until Monday, I will see you on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your lessons. And take care.